Hi everyone, how you doing today? I will say good morning to you. I'm recording my video in the morning today. Very interesting day. Today I will be talking about purpose. What are you here for? Purpose, why am I here? What is my purpose? I'm on this earth. What am I here for? Why? What's the reason? Am I just a number? And why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about this today? It's been a very eventful week for me, very interesting in the sense that this week I've just been doing a lot of thinking. Whenever it comes towards the end of the year, this is like the last quarter. You just begin to meditate on, okay, what things worked for me this year, what things didn't work, what can I do better, what are the things I'm called to do. This year has been has been a great year, but there are always things that you can work on. But one thing I really I'm happy about is that this year I really am entering what I'm called to do, and this is one of the things I'm called to do. Speak a word to people, encourage them, just motivate them, and just bring a word to you in your home, wherever you are. So today my topic is purpose. What am I here for? I plan to talk on a different topic, but you know what? You plan to talk on a different topic. The props weren't what I wanted them to be, and you know what? This just came so strong this morning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about purpose. And why am I talking about purpose? Is because your purpose is something that you're called to do that nobody else is called to do. Really, it's peculiar to you. It might not be something that you think is so important. But I always ask them, I'm like, what is it that you would do even if you're not paid to do it? What is that thing that makes your heart, even when you're asleep, that you think of? What is it that grieves you? It's kind of speaking about what your purpose is. For me, I just got to a season of my life that I just began to think there has to be more to life than this. There has to be more. God must have called me for a reason more than I began to just ask questions, and I just began to say, what are you calling me to do? And he began to tell me some things like, this is what I've called you to do, certain things. And I'm beginning to see, even in the little things I'm called to do, little as it might seem, that your purpose is discovered by just asking God. Really, He is the one that gives you that purpose. Is the one that puts the purpose in your heart. I'm doing a new book, and it's talking about your purpose, your dreams, about living your dreams. And one of the things that I spoke about was your dream giver. You have dreams in your heart. Who is this dream giver? It's God. There's an assignment on your life. That's your purpose. What is that assignment? What is that thing that you have been assigned to do? Every human being has an assignment for their lives. Every human being has something that they've been called to do that is just peculiar to you. It's just something that you just know this is what you are called to do. And sometimes it takes us a short time to find out what we're called to do. Sometimes it takes us a long time to find out what we're called to do. But when we find out what we're called to do, we just function as nobody else. We just function, I almost say you just are in your place. You just feel like you're in your place. So this morning, my challenge to you is, have you found what you're called to do? Have you discovered the reason why you're here? You're not just here as a number. There's a verse that I would like to share with you. It says in John 17, verse 4, it says, I glorified you on earth by completing down to the last detail what you assigned me to do. That is found in the Message Bible, John 17:14a. That was Jesus' word to God. He said, I glorified you on earth by completing down to the last detail what you assigned me to do. There is an assignment on every human being's life. Jesus Christ knew his assignment. He was called to come and save the lost. Billy Graham has his assignment. His assignment is to preservation. A lot of men and women that we know today have an assignment on them, and we see them working in their assignment. Sometimes you stumble on your assignment just by a mistake. You don't really know. Sometimes you have to search for it. For someone like me, I've done so many things. Like, I've tried to be like everybody else, Oh, this is what people are doing, I'm going to do that. Oh, this is the angle in which people are, this is what is in vogue now, I'm going to do that. I've done teaching, I've had a daycare before, I've done so many things. I can go on and on and on. But I just always found there is something missing. I'm just not in the right place yet. You know, when you're not in your purpose, you just don't feel like you're in the right place. So I just felt like I've done so many things over the years. I can count so many. I went to school to be a teacher. Was it what I wanted to do? I just thought, okay, you know what? It's what I had at the time. I'm gonna do it. At one time I wanted to be a nurse. You know, I've tried a lot of things over the years. But I came to this point, I had to say, you know what is it that I am called to do? And I remember I sat down and I said, God, I'm gonna sit here in my thinking time, you know, my time that I just want to know what is it that I'm called to do. I know the fun thing, in this quiet time, in this thinking time, God began to give me pieces. It's not like I got a whole block of thoughts, but I remember it came in pieces, and I'm still receiving, you know, those pieces. It's like a puzzle. You get the pieces, and as you begin to put the pieces in the puzzle, more pieces are dropped, and then you're able to put until the whole puzzle is solved. So that's my story, you know. But I'm coming to this place whereby the pieces are being put in there, and I'm going to say, oh God, you've called me to this set of people, you know. I remember my question, I think it was actually like 2 years ago, is who am I actually called to? What am I called to? What is my purpose? And what I remember, I used to be so grieved when I see emotionally unhealthy women. So I began to find out, oh, okay, I have a calling towards women. Okay, that's a part of the puzzle. Okay, unhealthy women. So what is it? Emotionally unhealthy. I always wanted women to be emotionally healthy, women to be whole. That's one of the pieces. Another piece of the puzzle was I love to challenge people to fulfill their purpose. If I see someone that is not doing what they're called to do, I just have an act to say, you know what, you gotta get on it. What is it that you love to do? Begin to do it. So, you know, I love to see people have joy in their life. I love to see people fulfilling their dreams. So I found that is the bigger piece of it. What's my purpose? Challenge people to fulfill the dreams in their hearts. Challenge people to be all that God has called them to be. I don't just want you to be a number. I want you to thrive in what God has called you to be. So my challenge to you today, and I'm still getting the pieces in. I got a few more pieces this week that got me so excited. It's like, okay, God is calling me to do A, B, and C. You know, I will give you the full details as it unfolds, you know, but I'm just like, okay, God, well, how am I going to get this done? He's like, you start where you are. Begin to do it one piece at a time. So my challenge to you is, have you discovered what you are called to do? Have you found out what your purpose is? My purpose, like I shared earlier on, is to encourage people to live their dreams, fulfill their purposes, be all that God has called them to be. I know I have a calling to women to just challenge women to be all that God has called them to be, to see women whole, to see women emotionally healthy. What is that thing that you are called to do? That's my challenge to you today. I would love you to this week begin to ask the dream giver. God is the dream giver. He is the one that will tell you what you're called to. Just like I read earlier on, there is an assignment on your life. What is that assignment? What is that purpose? Yours might be, you know, to just reach out to your world and begin to take children from maybe an abusive home and begin to help them thrive in a safe home. There are so many assignments. A lot of people are fulfilling their assignment like God's assignment for their life. Are you fulfilling yours? Are you doing what He's called you to do? That's my challenge to you today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I'm looking to see how many subscribers I can get, because the more people subscribe, the more I know the word is getting out, the more I know I'm challenging you, the more I know you're doing what you've been called to do. Remember, this is October. We have 2 more months to the end of the year. October, then it's going to be November, December, so about 2.5 months. Don't just waste it. Let's begin to explore. Let's begin to ask, God, what are you calling me to do? I want to do the best. I don't want at the end of my life, then I'm being told, oh, what did you do with all I gave to you to do? What did you do with all the gifts I put inside of you? You were called to a certain people. Did you reach them? Don't just be a number. Go out there and affect a life, impact a person. That's what you're called to do. Okay, so have a great week. Stay tuned and we'll see you next week. Like, subscribe, enjoy the video.